this is Sherry at Soul Conscious, and this is going to be your June overview reading. I call these readings really raw readings because I do not know what's going to come up in the reading. It can be anything under the blue moon. And the way I do these monthly readings is I do 3 rows. Your first row is what you're feeling and thinking about. Like it's more of a surface energy. It's what you're feeling and thinking. And then the middle row is your soul self. And so that's like kind of the deeper, juicier stuff. Like what is like way down deep underneath, like at that soul level that wants to come through. So if you think about that first row as kind of that surface energy of what you're thinking, feeling on a day-to-day basis kind of thing, just kind of what's going on in a general sense. And then that middle row is at a deeper level of energy of what is going on for your sign and the collective. And then the last row is the physical reality, your physical self. So that's the way I structure my readings for the monthly overview. And at the end, I pull 1 card for love and romance for the month of June. I may or may not clarify it. Typically I don't. It's just to kind of get that love aspect in case it doesn't come out in the reading, because I know it's something everyone's interested in. But I don't want that to be the focus of my reading, because the way that I read cards, I use tarot as a tool. It's a guide. It's a mechanism I use to help channel and scry the messages that want to come through. So I don't necessarily read tarot traditionally like most readers may do out there. So understand that when something comes through, if you say, oh, that card doesn't necessarily mean that, it may not, because it's what I'm picking up on, the message that's coming through from the card that I'm feeling and picking up on. It's not the traditional meaning of the card. The card is just a tool to help me scry those messages. So I want you to understand how I do these readings. And the reading, like I said, the reason I call these really raw readings is because anything under the blue moon can come up, and it can be very triggering topics in some aspects. It may or may not. It just depends on what comes through. So I just want people to understand that the messages could be triggering in nature. So as long as you understand that, so we don't end up having problems. And understand that these messages are for entertainment purposes. They're meant to help you, and you take whatever resonates, whatever feels right, whatever message comes through. If it's resonating with you, you know, there's probably a reason, and I hope that you are not triggered by these messages. I really hope that you're not. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in, Aries, and we're going to see what comes up for your sign this month in our really raw reading. So this is going to be your emotional self. So this is going to be basically kind of what you're thinking, feeling, okay. So health, there may be some health concerns going on. Let's see what else we have that comes out with that. You know what, I'm feeling, actually I'm feeling the Gilded Tarot for this. Feeling the Gilded Tarot. So let's see what else comes out with this health card. I'm really feeling like it might be an underlying issue. Like it might be around more like anxiety, stress, anxiety that might be causing something, you know, some health issues that you may not be aware of is what I'm picking up. I got card dust on the table. Okay. What else do we have? What is Aries thinking, feeling? What is in their emotional self for the month of June, please? What do they need to be aware of for the month of June? So yeah, I'm picking up on sadness, some grief that probably something around a missed opportunity that probably caused you some stress. You might have taken a risk on something, a chance on something, and that didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to. So this is something that you hoped and desired. It's what this is really speaking about. I want to give me a second. Let's see. I think, let's see. What is this? What is a star card, please? So this is something that you really hoped for and really desired, but it looks like you took a risk on something and then it didn't pan out the way you intended it to. And that may have caused you some health concerns. And it may be something that you haven't experienced yet. But I think that it's going to lead, like, the stress of this. Like I said, I was picking up almost like stress, anxiety. So this health card is saying, you know, emotionally that you probably need to probably find a way to deal with whatever the stress around the situation was, because this is gonna, it could have an impact on your health if you don't, like, release this, move forward, heal from it. Especially for some people, I'm picking up, Aries, that this could be, you know, like, whatever the situation was, it could have led you to maybe do some drinking. I'm really picking that up for some reason, and this isn't going to be, of course, isn't going to be for everyone, but there might be some people out there, whatever the situation was, it led to doing something in excess, and whatever that is, like, kind of like that drowned your sorrows, whether it's in food or alcohol or something like that. I'm really picking up a real drowned your sorrows, and with that drowning your sorrows, it may have a chance to cause some health issues. So be very cautious of that. That's what I'm really picking up for you, Aries. And so it's definitely something that something that you keep kind of dwelling on, that you definitely took a risk on. You know, you went into it thinking that something was going to happen. You have both the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands here, representing the Star plus the Six of Cups. So this is telling me, you know, that this was, besides it being something important, this is something you're dwelling on. With that Six of Cups, it's something that you keep kind of just thinking over and over again on how you could have done something differently, is what I get. Let's see. I think that's what I have for your your emotional self. I did not pull an emoji, so let me go ahead and do that now. I almost feel like I don't need it, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it because I always like to have my emoji cards, and this is with how you're feeling. And so that's that thinking. You know, thinking, I really feel like there's something on your mind that's just plaguing your mind, is what I really am picking up on, Aries, for you, for your emotional self. So we're going to go ahead and move on to your soul self and see what we can pick up on a deeper level for the month of June. What does Aries need to know about their soul self? Like, this goes to, like, can talk about anything at a very deeper soul level. Like those things that we maybe don't think about, that are more at a subconscious level. Those messages that want to come up that speak to your soul. Okay, so I I have the Himalayan Passage as your soul card. And what I'm really getting from that is that there may be a way forward that you're not seeing, Aries. Is what I'm seeing, because with this being Himalayan Passage, you know, it talks about that passage, and I'm almost feeling like this was a rite of passage. Whatever you experienced here that you're going through that has got you really torn up and really up in your head a bit about thinking over, you know, like stressing out about this missed opportunity for you, Aries, is the universe is kind of wanting to say there is a way forward. You may not see it right now, but there is a way through. There is a way through this, and there is a way past this. You just may not be seeing it, is what I'm really picking up. So, yeah, it looks like because you're kind of caught up in your own stuff right now, dwelling on this situation, you may not be seeing the way forward yet. So, I have, let's see here. We have a reversal. We have the Emperor. The Emperor. And, boy, I cannot see that card very well at all. The Wheel, okay. That's not the traditional wheel, but let's see. So, yeah, so this is saying, you know, that your luck can change. It can change. There is a way forward. You're just not seeing it at this time. And so your soul self is trying to tell you it's okay. There is a way forward. You can get past this. You have the strength to get past this. You know, with this Emperor here, it's, you know, that's you, but it's in the reverse. So you're not, your soul self is kind of trying to tell you in the month of June, you know, you need to get back in your power, Aries. You need to, you know, be yourself, get back to your normal self, because whatever is plaguing your mind and your emotions, whatever is heavy on your mind that you feel is this missed opportunity that's causing you all kinds of stress is actually, you know, it's taking away from your Emperor self, you know, and your soul is trying to, your intuition, your soul, your intuition is trying to tell you there is a way forward. You can get past this. There is another way. The wheel is turning, you know, fortune is in your favor. You just have to lay down this burden and lay it down, set it aside, let it go. Step back into your power, Aries, as that Emperor, your Emperor self, and your luck will start changing. You will find the way forward. That is what I have for your soul self. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to your physical self, which is the world around you. It can be like a little bit of how other people see you. It's how you're presenting yourself in the real world in June. So it's more physical in nature, where this is more your emotions in the top row, and this is more your spiritual intuitive self. And this is your more your physical reality. So you have slow and steady. Slow and steady. So just take your time to get past this. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the light Seer deck for this one. I hope this message helps you. I think it's actually a really good message that's coming through. It makes a lot of sense. If it resonates with you, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and hit that like button. Also, I'd love to have more people subscribe to my channel. I do regular readings, and I would love to grow my channel more. But only subscribe if you feel moved to do so. I don't want to push anyone to do something that they don't want to do, for sure. But if you enjoyed this message and you want to hear more of my stuff, I would very much appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. I'd love to grow my channel a little bit more than what it is. It's fairly new, and I would love to get my message out there to more people. It's really making me shuffle, Aries. Okay. So it says those 3 cards. Yeah, so yeah, you've got great stuff in your physical. So I think that you're not seeing, I'm really picking up for your physical self, Aries. The message it's trying to tell you is that you're so stuck in this energy that you're not seeing the great things that are around you. I think with this Hangman coming out, it's saying you need to get a different perspective and see all the great things that are in your life. It's kind of like you're not really being grateful and appreciative for what you already have, because you have the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups here surrounding the Hangman. So it's like you're not quite seeing. You need to get in that Hangman energy and reset your mindset, switch your mindset, and realize what you have around you, that how much great stuff you have in your life and what you have around you. And when you step into that energy of being grateful and appreciative of what you have in your life, you're going to see more great things happen. It's just going to increase your happiness, because I see an Aries here that is surrounded by great things in their life, and they're just maybe not appreciative because they're sitting in this energy in the month of June. So I really feel like the overall message for you, Aries, for the month of June, the really raw reading part of this is that whatever is plaguing your mind, whatever you are stressed out about, you need to get out of that mind frame of dwelling on that. Let it go, move forward, get a different perspective. Instead of focusing on what you missed out on or what is stressing you out, let that go. Step into that energy of that positive mind frame of realizing what you do have in your life and being appreciative and grateful for it. And when you do that, then your intuition is telling you have the ability as the Emperor. Once you lay this down, the wheel is going to turn in your favor. That things are going to start happening for you. You're going to find that way forward. I did say I was going to pull a love card, one love card. So we're going to go ahead and pull that love card to wrap this reading up. I really enjoyed this reading, Aries. I hope you did too. I really enjoyed what came through for you. So the one card we have is the 4 of Pentacles, which I really am feeling that playing back on the slow and steady card. So it's like, just take some time to yourself, and that's what this 4 of Pentacles is really representing to me for your love life for the month of June. It's really picking up. I'm picking up those vibes of that. It right now may not be the best time to focus in the month of June, to focus on love, to take things slow and steady, heal from whatever is going on here. And this could even pertain with your emotional self, the stress and missed opportunity. This could definitely relate to something that happened in your love life. It could be anything, any aspect in your life, but understand that, maybe June is not the best time to go full force into trying to have a relationship. It's a time to take time for yourself, to focus on what you're grateful and appreciative for. And really by focusing on that, things are going to start coming, things will change, so it's okay right now during the month of June for you to be the kind of that miser, to kind of be a little more reserved, a little bit hold, kind of hold things close to your chest, not, not just go out there and put yourself out there right yet, because I think there's some healing that needs to be done. The first card out of the gate we had was that health card, so there could be some health issues that could arise during the month of June for you, Aries. So be aware of that, or be aware of things that might, put an impact on your health. Kind of be cautious of that for the month of June for sure. So that's what I have for you. That's your reading for the month of June. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for anyone that decided to take a minute to watch this reading. And if you did, if it resonated with you, please hit that like button. Thank you so much. Joy, love, and light. You have a great, great, wonderful month.